elders, devotees from around the globe, staff and students. A very good morning and a warm welcome to One World, One Family World Cultural Festival. The Filipino philosopher and a national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal once said, "He who wishes to secure good for all has already secured his own." Sadhguru has beautifully demonstrated this truth through his life, showing that when one leads selflessly, one's own light brightens than everything. True fulfillment lies not in seeking for oneself, but in losing oneself in the service of others. It is through such selfless service that one truly discovers who we truly are. Today, we celebrate the Philippines, a radiant archipelago from more than 7,000 islands. It is a land where spirituality and simplicity walk hand in hand, and where the spirit of collective efforts of people helping one another continues to shape the community and strengthen lives. From classrooms to coastal lines, the Filipino heart beats with kindness and courage, turning challenges into opportunity for growth. Their innovation, dedication, and vibrant culture inspire not only the nation, but the world at large. Through their warmth, creativity, and deep sense of togetherness, the people of Philippines embody the spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, reminding us that when we lift one another, we rise together. Today, we are honored to welcome Dr. Stephen Fernandez from Philippines as the part of Universal Wisdom for a United World lecture series. A distinguished spiritual scholar, cultural visionary, and artistic luminary, Dr. Fernandez has seamlessly woven together faith, theater, and the humanity for over 4 decades. With a doctorate in fine arts in creative writing and playwriting for De La Salle University, he has illuminated the path where spirituality meets creativity. As the founder of the Integrated Performing Arts Glide, he has taken the stories and traditions of Minando and the South Philippines to the world stage, crafting a unique performance language rooted in indigenous wisdom. An acclaimed playwright, educator, and researcher, Dr. Fernandez has inspired audiences across Asia, Europe, and the United States, encouraging a deeper understanding of art as a medium for unity and divine reflection. Addressing us all this morning is Dr. Stephen Fernandez.
Magandang umaga, maayong buntag. Assalamualaikum. Good morning to everyone, my brothers and sisters. It is a joy to see you all here this morning. Thousands of bright young faces gathered under one roof, filled with curiosity, with energy, with a hunger for meaning, and for me, such a milestone event. Once in a lifetime event, particularly for me and for my group. There are about 5,000 of us here, and I have been told that almost 80% of you are children, students, or young people. And that one makes me very, very happy because you are the reason this message exists. The elders, that includes me, we call them antiques, archives, already carry much wisdom. They have heard the words of saints and scholars before you, but you, the youth, you are the future. You are the ones who will carry the flame forward. This is what life is all about. And so as I stand here, I do not wish to lecture to you. Let's have a conversation. I only wish to share something very simple, very human, a truth that life has taught me through many experiences, some joyful, some painful. You know, I grew up in a Catholic family. When I was a baby, I was baptized. That means, you know, baptism for us being blessed with holy water as a way of welcoming me into the faith. My family and I went to church regularly, but there were 3 special times each year that meant most to us. Of course, the first was the celebration of the resurrection, Easter, when Christians remember the sacrifice of Jesus Christ, who was crucified out of love for humanity. The second was Christmas, when we celebrate his birth in Bethlehem. And the third was the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, held every December 8th, which honors Mother Mary, the mother of Jesus, and her purity and grace. You know, Sundays were always sacred in our home. They meant waking up very early for Mass, the gentle sound of church bells, the smell of candles and incense, and the choir's hymns echoing through the wooden pews. As a child, I didn't yet understand the deeper meaning of faith, but I could feel something pure and peaceful in that silence, something that stayed with me through every stage of life, and this I will narrate and share with you. I have traveled through war and peace, yes. I've seen dead bodies around me. We've had the concert was bombed. I've seen ambushes. Through success and failure, through despair and hope, and somewhere along the way, I have discovered that every experience, no matter how difficult, is part of a divine design. Divine design. Every fall, every loss, every moment of confusion carries within it a message waiting to be understood. Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai teaches us that the whole world is one family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It is not just a slogan. It is living truth that comes clear when the heart begins to see beyond boundaries. I was born and raised in a world of many religions. I have prayed with Muslims, meditated with Hindus, sung hymns with Christians, and sat in silence with Buddhists. Over time, I have realized that there are not many religions. There is only one truth expressed in different ways. If you open the Bible, you will find stories of compassion, forgiveness, and the triumph of love over hatred. If you open the Quran, you will read about surrender, the deep peace that comes when one submits to the will of Allah Almighty, the Bhagavad Gita, who speaks of Dharma, the duty to act selflessly, to serve without attachments to results. The Jamapada speaks of peace and mindfulness, the stillness that comes when the mind is pure. Different languages, different names, but the message, the heartbeat is the same. All the sacred texts coming from the Old Testament to the Quran, to the teachings of Krishna and Buddha, are chapters of one great story, the story of humanity's search for oneness with God. Islam, in fact, flows naturally from Old Testament. Christianity, too, carries forward the same divine thread. Each is a continuation of the same love, not a contradiction. What has divided us are not teachings of these prophets and saints. Let me emphasize. What divides us are human motives, often political, selfish, greed, sometimes personal, but rarely spiritual. And this is where our problems begin. But if you strip away all of this, take away all these layers and look deeply, you will find that every religion speaks of love, service, compassion, truth. The great sages never wanted us to fight over names or rituals. They wanted us to live these values in our hearts. So when we say one world, one family, we are not inventing something new. We are simply remembering what was always true, that the divine essence in you and that the divine essence in me are one and the same. I will talk about the lessons of failure. These are the best lessons that we learn, actually. Many people, a lot of us speak of success as a measure of good life. I will speak of failure as a measure of good life. From childhood, we are told that to be happy, we must win. Win in school, win in career, win in life. But few speak about the win or the importance of failure. Let me tell you, failure is a sacred teacher. Failure is a sacred teacher. I have failed many, many times. There were days when I thought I had lost everything. There were moments when the world felt empty and silent. If I had succeeded early, perhaps, I would have been in a corporate office now, wearing a suit, chasing numbers, chasing recognition, and a lot of money. But those failures pushed me inward. They stripped away my illusions and showed me what truly matters. If I had not failed, I might never have known my purpose. That was one reason why I've gone through this, because I failed to complete my high school in a cosmopolitan city called Manila, and my father had to exile me in a place away in the fringes, away from the centers, called Mindanao. Failure taught me humility. It taught me compassion. It showed me how fragile we all are, and yet how strong the human spirit can become when it surrenders to something greater than itself. Sadhguru Sai reminds us that destiny sometimes breaks us only to rebuild us stronger, purer, and more aware. So, do not fear failure, my young friends. Do not fear failure. When life does not go your way, when you feel defeated, when you lose something precious, pause and look deeper. You will find that life is not punishing you. It is preparing you for something higher. Destiny. Do not measure your worth by success or applause. Measure it by the strength of your purpose and the sincerity of your heart. So let us discover purpose. Each of us is born with a purpose. I'd like to emphasize that. A calling that is unique to our soul. Some of us discover it early, others take a lifetime. But everyone has it. Purpose is not found in titles or position. Personally, one thing I hate most is entitlement. It is found in the quiet moments when you ask yourself, why am I here? What makes me come alive? What can I give to the world? Now, this is one reason that coming out, I did never wanted to become a corporate person. I am a creative. And in the creative, you don't have material recognition. I am a theater director and a writer by profession, but that is not my identity. It is merely the tool which I express my purpose. For example, when I put up a play does not end there. A play is part of a longer process to enhance, to renew, to give new meaning to humanity and those who watch. It is simply a tool. And I am the means to that tool. That is my purpose. My true purpose is to awaken hearts, to tell stories that heal and unite, to use art as a mirror through which humanity can see its shared reflection. It is not mere entertainment. It can never be mere entertainment. I do believe in certain principles of my creativity, and I have gone beyond this. I am not consumerist. I am there for a reason, and that is the purpose that this divine intervention have provided, have gifted me with. For some of you, your purpose may be to heal, to teach, to invent, to serve. Look back at yourselves. Try to understand, what is my purpose here? For others, it might be simply live with love and integrity so that those around you are uplifted by your presence. Purpose gives life meaning. It is the compass that helps you steady when the storms come. And they will come. They will come. But if you hold on to your purpose, that inner light, no storm can destroy you. Take note. The power of experience. I have lived through the darkness of war. From my cosmopolitan origins in the large city called Manila, when I transferred to a new environment, this is actually the same gift that destiny gave to me, because I saw destruction, fear, hunger up close, death, violence. In war, you quickly learn that religion, race, and nationality mean nothing when survival becomes the only prayer. When a child cries for food, no one asks what faith the child belongs to. When a mother grieves, no one asks which God she worships. In moments of suffering, the soul speaks one language: compassion. We all have that. That compassion is God in action, living in us. When we look beyond our labels, doctor, PhD, ED, etc., we realize that every human being carries the same longing for peace, for love, for safety, not that title. And when we act from that awareness, we live as one family, the family of humanity. The family of humanity. So that is what Sadhguru Sai's mission embodies, the vision of one world, one family. It is not about uniformity, no. It is about unity. It is about recognizing that diversity is divine and difference is not division. When we see each other through the eyes of love, borders disappear, as we have experienced in this wonderful mystical event that we are having here now. What remains is connection, and through connection, healing begins. And we live spiritually. Many people confuse religion with spirituality. Religion is a beautiful doorway. It gives structure, community, and rhythm to our devotion. But spirituality is what happens once you walk through this doorway, through this portal. So there is that difference which we should not confuse. Religion can tell you when to pray, what to chant, how to bow, but spirituality asks you to become the prayer itself. You transcend. It is easy to go to a temple, mosque, or church for 1 hour, but can you carry that peace into your home, your work, your relationships? That is spirituality. Spirituality does not end when the ritual ends. It lives in every act of kindness, every honest word, every moment of forgiveness. True spirituality is timeless. Rituals have time. Prayer at dawn, meditation at dusk, but spirituality flows through every breath you take. It is not something you do, it is something that you are. It is being. And this is what our youth needs to understand. And I see there are a lot of young people here. Spirituality is not old-fashioned. It is not about leaving the world. It is about living in the world with awareness. And we are the universal family. Imagine the world as one vast home with many rooms. Each room has its own color, its own fragrance, its own customs, but all share the same roof. This is the vision of one world, one family. When you feed a hungry person, you are not helping a stranger. You are feeding your own brother or sister. When you comfort someone in pain, you are holding the hand of your sister. When you care for nature, you are caring for the home we all share. The moment we begin to see others as ours, compassion becomes effortless. Sadhguru Sai's mission reminds us that service is the highest form of worship. When we serve selflessly, we discover God, not in temples or scriptures, but in the faces of people around us. That is when spirituality becomes real. We live it. So my message to the youth, my dear young friends, the world you live in moves faster than any generation before. Technology connects you instantly, yet sometimes leaves you feeling lonelier than ever, which we hope we will never get into that experience and that dimension. You scroll through endless images of success and perfection, and it can make you doubt your own worth. But please, please, do not let the noise of the world drown the voice of your soul. Do not let the noise of the world drown the voice of your soul. You are not your grades. You are not your job title. You are not the mistakes that you have made. You are a divine soul, pure, radiant, infinite, on a journey of learning. You will fail. You will fall. You will feel lost. But each time, stand up again, because every fall is simply life teaching you how to rise higher. Do not chase applause. Do not chase applause. Many times, even in my performances, I see applause not as a recognition of what I do, but a recognition of an experience of that spirituality which I wish to share. Do not compare your path to another's. The flower does not envy the tree. It simply blooms in its own time. The world needs your creativity, your compassion, your courage, but most of all, it needs your heart. Be kind, gentle, honest, and remember, no matter where you go, you carry the light of the divine within you. The spirit of oneness is not new. It has been sung by saints, written by poets, lived by prophets since time began. So Guru Sai has revived this ancient truth for our age, an age of destruction, division, and digital noise. How sad that many of us are fragmented, yet we belong to one humanity. He reminds us that humanity is the greatest religion and service the truest worship. His words are simple, yet they carry the weight of eternity. Love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never. When we live by these words, our lives themselves become a temple, and every act a prayer. Let me repeat it. Love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never. So, as I look at you, I see thousands of faces, but only one light shining through them all. We are not separate. We are life expressing itself in countless forms. And for me, I've gone through a lot of these experiences. You see, I was born a Catholic. Yet when I moved to Mindanao, I was introduced, my mind opened to indigenous religions, to Islam, to Hinduism. And I realized that how ignorant I was living in a city, a cosmopolitan place that was supposed to be highly urbanized, yet having thoughts that kept us inside closets. And then I saw the unity of all this. And many of these experiences I have felt, I have experienced in the many experiences I've gone through in war. But I will tell you about my best experience. My best experience is when this group that you will see this afternoon performed. It is called the Integrated Performing Arts Guild of the Philippines. We are based in Iligan City, where tricultures exist. When I say tricultures, I refer to indigenous people, Muslims, Islamized people, Christianized or Hispanized, because we have a very, very strong colonial past under the Spanish and under the Americans. But we got our independence in 1946, but still that colonized mindset still stands. And of course, the fourth is the cosmopolitan culture. So here, I grew up there. I grew up in a tri-people condition, tri-people situation that opened my mind to a lot of possibilities. That was actually a plus for me in my experiences and in my search for the divinity. So when we performed in Ayodhya, in the most sacred of festivals, Diputsava, perhaps you're familiar with this. Okay. This opened my experience of the divine, because watching us were 500 Brahmins all in orange suits. And while we were performing here, all of them, the applause was not there. Rather, a meditation took place after the performance. A different kind of a response. Seeing the performance as a spiritual performance. Something that the city would not have recognized and would not have responded to. Because when we perform in cities, they give to us, standing ovations. Bravo, bravo, they stand up. Here, silence. I then realized later on that, the spiritual response that the audience received was very much in us. And then I realized in the stories that they told in this area, in Ayodhya, in Lucknow, and in the areas north of India, there was this narrative that goes around, and it made my hair stand up. There was this guy who lived there, and his name was Isha. And I realized, so this was the missing in history years when Jesus left Jerusalem after 12. And I saw the same image in the rivers of baptism of St. John the Baptist. The same images in the Ganges, in Kolkata, the same images in North India of what I saw in the Bible of of Jesus baptizing John in the Jordan River. The same image. And this changed a lot of my spirituality. See? And they say how true the oneness, because a lot of what we read in the Bible, actually, it's the same thing. The Christianity that we practice came from the Old Testament. The Old Testament and the New Testament are the threads that produced Islam, and so on and so forth. And I saw all divinity of the same characteristic, of the same intention, of the same need for religiosity and spirituality, for humanity. And it changed a lot of my outlook. This is where much of my initiative, much of my energies, even in putting up place, come from. Okay, and another instance when we performed for the king of Bangkok, Thailand, for his 72nd anniversary. The same, we were doing the Ramayana. We were given the opportunity now to go to a temple. I was with my daughter. My daughter's name was Sophia. Sophia was born a Catholic also, was baptized. When we went inside the Buddhist temple, I noticed her. she suddenly sat down and became quiet all throughout, like in a meditation, something which she hasn't done before. So she was going through another spiritual, and she was only how old? 15, 16 years old. See? So here are just some of the experiences that I'd like to share. In experiences that has brought me richer in my 70 years. So, be proud of your faith. Be even prouder of your humanity. Respect all religions, for each is a language of the same divine. When pain comes, do not curse it. When failure visits, do not reject it. For every challenge is grace in disguise, leading you closer to understanding who you are. Let us walk together forward. Let us walk forward together. With courage in our hearts, love in our hands, and unity in our souls. Let us build a world where no child goes hungry, no one feels alone, and no person is judged by the name of their God. Let us live in such a way that peace follows wherever we go. May our thoughts be pure, our words kind, and our actions selfless. May our lives become living offerings to the divine. And may we always remember, beyond all differences, beyond all names, we are truly one world, one family. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fernandez, for sharing your wisdom with all of us this morning, highlighting that spirituality is not about renunciation, but embracing everything as divine. May we now invite Professor Sri Kantamurthy, Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, to extend our token of love and gratitude to Professor Stephen Fernandez. Now, we will have a short break and then reconvene for spiritual quiz.
गणेश शरणं शरणं गणेश गणेश शरणं शरणं गणेश गणेश शरणं शरणं गणेश गणेश शरणं शरणं गणेश
साई श्याम मेरे साई राम।
मथुराधिपते कृष्ण मुकुन्दा
मथुराधिपते कृष्ण मुकुन्दा
मथुराधिपते कृष्ण मुकुन्दा
मथुराधिपते कृष्ण मुकुन्दा
मधुसूदन घनश्याम मुकुन्दा
मधुसूदन घनश्याम मुकुन्दा
मधुसूदन घनश्याम मुकुन्दा मथुराधिपते कृष्ण मुकुन्दा वेणु विनोदन पति रमणा वेणु विनोदन पति रमणा यदुकुलभूषण राजीवलोचन यदुकुलभूषण राजीवलोचन पर्तिपुरीश्वर जय मनमोहन
पर्तिपुरीश्वर जय मनमोहन
पर्तिपुरीश्वर जय मनमोहन
पुरीश्वर जय मनमोहन
मधुसूदन घनश्याम मुकुन्दा
मधुसूदन घनश्याम मुकुन्दा
मधुसूदन घनश्याम मुकुन्दा मथुराधिपते कृष्ण मुकुन्दा मधुसूदन घनश्याम मुकुन्दा मथुराधिपते कृष्ण मुकुन्दा वेणु विनोदन पति रमणा यदुकुलभूषण राजीवलोचन पर्तिपुरीश्वर जय मनमोहन मधुसूदन घनश्याम मुकुन्दा
मधुसूदन घनश्याम मुकुन्दा
मधुसूदन घनश्याम मुकुन्दा
मधुसूदन घनश्याम मुकुन्दा
घन घन नीला ॐ शिवाय घन घन नीला ॐ शिवाय ॐ शिवाय ॐ शिवाय ॐ शिवाय ॐ शिवाय घन घन नीला ॐ शिवाय शिवाय नमः साई शिवाय नमः साई शिवाय नमः साई
Om Shri Sai Ram, offering our humble pranams and gratitude at the lotus feet of our master, Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. Respected elders, guests from around the world, students and staff, a very good morning and a hearty welcome to the 4th episode of Rasaprashna. In the ancient wisdom of Bharat, the seeker was never handed answers directly. They were invited into questions. The sages knew the truth is not to be taught. Rather, it should unravel itself to the most worthy. And so, they offered not conclusions, but contemplations. In one of the largest Upanishad, named Chandogya Upanishad, a young seeker named Shvetaketu returns home proud of his years of learning. But his father, the wise Uddalaka, poses a question that pierces through all his layers of knowledge. Yena ashrutam shrutam bhavati, amatam matam, avijñatam vijñatam iti. Meaning, did you learn that by which what is never heard becomes heard, what is never thought of becomes thought of, and what is never known becomes known? The question was not meant to test, it was meant to awaken. It led to the revelation of one of the Mahavakyas, Tattvamasi, you are that. Rasaprashna episode 4 is born from the same spirit of inquiry. Here, we gather not to compete, but to contemplate, to listen with sincerity, to attempt with courage, and to reflect with honesty. As we engage with these questions, may we move from information to transformation and from thought to realization.
In continuation of the previous episode of Rasaprashna, we have a total of 6 teams. Introducing the teams, on the right side of the stage, we have Team Gargi, Team Maitreyi, and Team Lopamudra. On the gents side, we have Team Vasishtha, Team Vamadeva, and Team Angirasa. Let us extend a warm welcome to all our participants to the 4th episode of the Rasaprashna.
Along with questions on world cultures, Sathya Sai Divyakatha episodes, and Sadhguru's lectures on Ashtavakra Gita, this episode also features questions on the recent homas and yajnas performed during the Navaratri celebrations. Each team must nominate one representative to answer. Mass answering is not permitted. To conclude, an exciting finale round awaits, offering teams a chance to boost their scores and make a strong finish. The details will be revealed shortly.
Let us begin the first round comprising 2 cycles in which questions are based on world culture. The first cycle consists of multiple choice questions. Each team gets to answer 1 question.
We will now start the first round for Team Gargi. In which continent is the nation of Ghana located? Option A, Asia. Option B, Africa. Option C, Europe. And option D, South America.
Option B, Africa.
That's the right answer. Option B, Africa. Second question to Team Maitreyi. Which is the highest mountain in the world located in Nepal? Option A, Mount Kilimanjaro. Option B, Mount Elbrus. Option C, Mount Fuji. And option D, Mount Everest.
Option D, Mount Everest.
Option D, Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world, reaching an elevation of 29,032 feet.
Team Lopamudra, your question is, which of the following is recognized as the largest temples in the world? Option A, Brihadishwara Temple, India. Option B, Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Option C, Karnak Temple, Egypt. And option D, Pashupatinath Temple, Nepal.
Angkor Wat in Cambodia.
Absolutely correct. Option B, Angkor Wat, located in Cambodia, is recognized as the largest temple complex in the world, spanning an area of 401.8 acres. Moving to the boys' team, Team Vasishtha, your question is, which is the world's highest valued currency? Option A, Australian dollar. Option B, European euro. Option C, Kuwaiti dinar. And option D, UAE's dirham.
C. Kuwaitin dinar.
That's indeed the right answer. Option C, Kuwaiti dinar is the highest valued currency in the world, with 1 Kuwaiti dinar equivalent to approximately 209.05 Indian rupees.
Team Vamadeva, your question is on the screen. In which country is the Beyond Temple located? Option A, Thailand. Option B, Vietnam. Option C, Cambodia. And option D, Laos.
Thailand.
Sorry, that's the wrong answer. The question will be passed to Team Angirasa.
The option B, Vietnam.
Unfortunately, that is the wrong answer. The answer is option C, Cambodia. Last question to Team Angirasa in round 1, cycle 1. The word Cambodia is derived from which Sanskrit term? Option A, Cambodia. Option B, Kandahar. Option C, Kashyapa. And option D, Kaushika.
Option A, Cambodia.
You have got it right. The word Cambodia has been derived from the root word Cambodia.
Moving on to the second cycle of round 1, each team will be shown a flag to identify. Upon identifying the flag, the team must also state the nation's capital and official language. Each correct answer will earn the team 5 points. Teams will have 30 seconds to respond to their respective questions. Let us begin this cycle with the boys' team. The first flag goes to Team Angirasa. What is the capital and official language of the flag shown?
Country's flag is Vietnam, and its capital is Hanoi, and official language is Vietnamese.
Absolutely correct. The flag is of Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Its capital is Hanoi and official language is Vietnamese. Team 5, Vamadeva, your flag is on the screen.
Cambodia.
That is the right answer. Could you mention the capital and the official language? You have 10 seconds.
Official language is Cambodian.
Sorry?
Cambodian.
Sorry, that's the incorrect answer. The question is passed to the next team.
The capital is Phnom Penh.
Yes?
The language is Khmer.
That is indeed the right answer.
Please identify the flag displayed and state its capital city and official language. This question is to Team 4, Vashishta.
Country is Nepal. Nepalese is the language, and Kathmandu is the capital.
The Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal is the correct guess. The nation's capital is Kathmandu, and its official language is Nepali. Moving to the girls' team, Team Lopamudra.
It's Thailand, and it's Thai, and it's Bangkok.
Absolutely right. The flag represents the Kingdom of Thailand. Its capital is Bangkok, and the official language is Thai.
Team 2, Maitreyi, your flag is on the screen.
Egypt, capital city Cairo, language is Arabic.
Absolutely correct. The last flag in round 1, cycle 2, is to Team Gargi.
South Korea, capital is Seoul, and language is South Korea.
That's the right answer. South Korea, officially known as the Republic of Korea, has its capital Seoul and the official language Korean.
Moving on to round 2, which consists of 2 cycles. In cycle 1, a short audio clip of Vedic hymns will be played. The audio will be played only once, so participants are advised to listen attentively. Teams must identify the suktam or text from which the mantra is chanted. Each team will have 15 seconds to answer their respective question. If the team is unable to answer the question will be passed to the next team, which will have 5 seconds to respond. Correct answer will earn 10 points, while correctly answered past question will earn 5 points. First audio clip to Team 3, Lopamudra.
Rudram.
An effortless question to begin with. Sri Rasaprashna is a powerful Vedic hymn from the Krishna Yajurveda. We were all blessed with the opportunity to participate in chanting or listening to Rudram 14,641 times during the Atirudra Mahayagna held here in Sathya Sai Grama. May we have the audio clip for Team Maitreyi.
This is Mantra Pushpam.
A precise response. Mantra Pushpam is a Vedic hymn important for its spiritual significance and its role in concluding Hindu rituals. It highlights the interconnectedness of nature's forces such as water, air, fire, and stars, emphasizing their role in sustaining life and the divine omnipresence of the Supreme Being.
The next audio clip is for Team Gargi.
Ganesha Atharvashisha.
That is the right answer. Ganapati Atharvashisha is a minor Upanishad which reveals Ganesha not only as the remover of obstacles but also as the supreme Brahman, the ultimate reality. It teaches that worshipping Ganesha can lead to self-realization. Team Angirasa, please listen carefully to your audio clip and identify the suktam from which it is chanted.
Mritika Suktam.
I'm sorry, that is not the right answer. The question is passed to the next team.
Shri Sukta.
That is the right answer. Shri Suktam is a Vedic hymn believed to remove misfortunes, Alakshmi, and negative energies, promoting peace of mind and spiritual growth.
May we have the next audio clip for Team Vamadeva. Vamadeva.
Narayana Suttam.
Sorry, that is the wrong answer. The question is passed to Vashishta team.
Durga Suktam.
Absolutely correct. Durga Suktam is a Vedic hymn which invokes the divine energy of Durga, often in her form as Agni, which symbolizes purification. The hymns also guide the devotee to realize Durga's divine presence, symbolizing her readiness to act and her capacity to overcome all obstacles. The last clip in this cycle is to Team Vashishta.
Tena
Ishavasha Upanishad.
Isha Upanishad is perfect answer. Isha Upanishad is one of the 10 principal Upanishads comprising just 18 shlokas, yet it conveys the highest philosophy of the Supreme. The verse, Tena Tyaktena Bhunjita, advocates that a seeker should enjoy life with a sense of renunciation. In the words of our beloved Sadguru, one must retain only what is truly needed and never indulge in greed.
The next round draws inspiration from Ramana Maharishi's constant reminder that we must ask ourselves, who am I? Each question will be a set of 3 clues to identify who the character is. The character could be a personality from the past or present, deities or even monuments. If the answer is guessed within 10 seconds of the first clue, the team will be awarded 20 points. Answering within 5 seconds of the second clue will award the team 15 points, and answering immediately after the third clue will award the team 10 points. First question in cycle 2 is for team Vashishtha. Your first clue is, I am the first non-European Nobel laureate for literature in 1913.
Rabindranath Tagore.
That was a smart and correct guess. The answer is Rabindranath Tagore. He was the first non-European Nobel laureate for literature in 1913. He was revered as Gurudev, a Bengali polymath, poet, songwriter, and philosopher, and he also penned the original lyrics that became the national anthem and wrote the 1910 Bengali poetry collection Geetanjali. May we have the second question to team Vamadeva. Your first clue is, I am a saint who is considered to be the grandsire of Telugu poetry and songwriting during the reign of Krishna Deva Raya. Who am I?
Tenali Ramakrishna.
I'm sorry, that is the wrong answer. You have the second clue. I popularized Nitya Kalyanam and Nitya Aradhana at the Tirumala temple. Should we move to the third clue? I composed 32,000 kirtanas in praise of Lord Venkateshwara. Who am I?
Annamacharya.
Could you repeat the answer?
Annamacharya.
That is the right answer.
Team Angirasa, your question on the screen. Your first clue, I transitioned from a Raja to a Raja Rishi and thereafter to Brahma Rishi. Who am I?
Vishwamitra.
Exactly right. The answer is Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra is considered as a friend of the whole world for having given the gift of Gayatri Mantra. He also orchestrated a divine union in the Treta Yuga. Moving to girls' team, the question to team Gargi. The first clue is, I am the new heartbeat of Sathya Sai Grama.
Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai.
Can you please repeat?
That is not the right answer.
Moving on to the clue 2. I am built as per the injunctions of Agama Shastra, housing a divine family.
Uma Maheshwara.
Uma Maheshwara Devasthanam is the right answer.
Ready, team Maitri? Your first clue is, I am a deity who is eternally young and seated under a banyan tree. Who am I?
Dakshinamurti.
That is indeed the right answer. Dakshinamurti imparts knowledge through silence, Mauna Vyakhyana, to his aged disciples. He sat facing the southern direction. The last Koham Vichara Prashna to Team Lopamudra. Your first clue is, I am the celibate form of the goddess symbolizing austerity. Who am I?
Brahmacharya.
That is indeed the right answer.
Brahmacharini.
Devi Brahmacharini, also known as Aparna, as she survived on air alone. She performed severe tapas to attain Shiva and holds the Japamala and Kamandalu. At the end of round 2, let's have a look at the scores. Team Gargi is up with 35 points. Team Maitreyi with 40 points. Team Lopamudra with 40 points. Team Angirasa with 30 points. Team Vamadeva with 15 points. And Team Vasishtha with the highest score, 45 points.
In round 3, 2 short answer questions will be asked for each team based on Sathya Sai Divya Katha and Dashra celebrations. Each team will have 15 seconds to answer their question. If a team is unable to answer, the question will be passed and the next team will have only 5 seconds to answer the past question. The first question to Team Maitreyi is, Sri Rama Brahmam was the caretaker of which ashram of Bhagwan Baba?
Prashanti Nilayam.
Sorry, that is the wrong answer. The question is passed. Team Gargi. Time up. The question is passed to Team Angirasa.
Whitefield.
Whitefield, Brindavan is the correct answer. This was one of the prime residences of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. May we have the second question to Team Gargi. What do Rakta Bija and Mahishasura symbolize?
Rakta Bija symbolizes continuous desire one after the again. Mahishasura is a buffalo demon.
What does
It symbolizes laziness and ego.
That is the right answer, desire and ego. While Rakta Bija symbolizes desire, as every drop of his blood that touches the earth creates a replica of him. Mahishasura represents ego, taking many forms to evade defeat.
Third question to Team Angirasa. Which are the countries Bhagwan Baba visited during his visit to East Africa in 1968?
Kenya and Uganda.
Could you name one more country?
Zimbabwe.
Sorry, but the other two are right. Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda were the countries Bhagwan Baba visited during his 1968 East Africa tour, spreading his message of love and service internationally. This was the only overseas tour of Bhagwan as part of his mission. The next question is to Team Vamadeva. Name 3 folk art forms of Karnataka.
Yakshagana, Dollu Kunita, Kamsale.
That is the right answer. Karnataka is known for its rich cultural heritage, diverse landscapes, linguistic traditions, and an array of folk art forms which include Yakshagana, Dollu Kunita, Veeragase, Somana Kunita, Suggi Kunita, Kamsale, and many more.
Team Vasishta, your question is on the screen. Who was the first All India President and Chairman of the World Council of the Sathya Sai organization?
Sri Indulal Shah.
Sri Indulal Shah ji was the first All India President and the chairman of World Council of Sai Organization. He was instrumental in organizing the Sathya Sai Seva organization across India and globally, promoting Baba's teachings through service and service activities. The last question in set 1 is to team Lopamudra. Who recited the Vishnu Sahasranama to whom? Your time is up. The question is passed to team Vamadeva.
Bhishma to Pandavas.
Which Pandava, sir?
Dharmaraya.
Correct answer. Vishnu Sahasranama is a revered Sanskrit hymn comprising 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu found in the Mahabharata, specifically in the Anushasana Parva. It was recited by Bhishma to Yudhishthira.
We will now begin the set 2 of round 3 with team Vamadeva, who introduced Madhyala Narayana Bhatt to Bhagwan.
Narayana Rao. B. Narayana Rao.
That is the right answer. Sri B. Narayana Rao visited Puttaparthi and was so convinced of Baba's divinity that he encouraged Sri Madhyala Narayana Bhatt to visit, which began Anna's journey with Baba. Both worked together on the educational institutions in Alike and Muddenahalli, which were later offered to Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Team Angirasa, your question is on the screen. According to Prashnottara Malika of Sri Adi Shankaracharya, where should one put effort?
Vidya, Sadaushada and Dana.
That is the right answer. According to Prashnottara Ratna Malika, one should put effort into Vidya, learning, Sadaushadha, good medicine, and Dana, charity, which has today been translated by Sadhguru into the 3 verticals of nutrition, education, and healthcare.
May we have the question for team Gargi? What is the significance of Guru Purnima of 1963?
During the Swami's visit to East Africa, one of the family requested Bhagwan to stay for the Guru Purnima.
Sorry, that is the wrong answer. The question is passed to team Maitreyi.
On that Guru Purnima, Swami's one part of the body was paralyzed, and Swami announced that on Guru Purnima I will be giving darshan, and all were waiting. And on that particular day, Swami announced that why has that happened to him, and the story behind his avatar of in 3 forms with the Shiva Shakti, Shiva and that Prem Sai, all that was announced on particular Guru Purnima.
Absolutely correct. During the Guru Purnima celebrations, Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba made the momentous declaration that he was the Shiva Shakti avatara, an incarnation of both the Divine Father, Shiva, and the Divine Mother, Shakti. This revelation was preceded by his miraculously healing himself from a stroke. Team Maitreyi, your question is, what is the significance of performing Mahamrityunjaya Homa?
The significance of Mahamrityunjaya Homa is to seek blessings from Shiva to grant us freedom from the fear of death and to become aware of the immortality of soul.
That's the correct answer. Mahamrityunjaya Homa is performed not to conquer death, but to overcome the fear of death.
The question to team Lopamudra is, when and to whom was Sri Madhyala Narayana Bhatt born? The question is passed to team Vasishtha.
Parents were Timaya Bhatt and Gaurama. And year of birth, 1926.
Can you please repeat again?
1926.
The first part of the question is right. Sri Madhyala Narayana Bhatt was born to Timmaya Bhatt and Gauramma, and he was born on November 30th of 1927. The last question in round 3 to team Vasishtha is, name any 4 offerings made during Ashtavadana Seva.
Rigveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda, Yajurveda, then also the music which is played, and also the last, what do you say, the dance, the mridanga which is played. Yes, thank you.
You've got it all right. Ashtavadana Seva is a special kind of worship where a devotee offers 8 types of services to God at the same time. It includes Chaturveda Seva, Sangeeta Seva, Nritya Seva, Stotra Seva, Ashtaka Seva, Vadya Seva, Nadaswara Seva, and many more offerings of the like.
It is time for Damcharads. In this round 4, one representative from each team will have to enact either a quote or a simple story. Each team will have 2 minutes to enact and guess. In case the team is unable to guess, the question will be passed and a representative from that team can enact the same. From boys' side, we request a representative from team Angirasa to come forward and pick the chit.
पुनरपि जननं पुनरपि मरणं पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनं.
That is the correct answer. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Iha samsare bahudustare, kripaya pare pahimurare. Meaning, one is born again and again, one dies again and again. One sleeps in the mother's womb again and again. Oh Lord, help me cross this limitless sea of life which is uncrossable. Representative from team Vamadeva, please step forward and pick a chit. Lip movement is not allowed, sir. question is passed to Team Vashishta. Time is up. The question is passed. Angirasa.
सुखदुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभा जया जय ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम् अवाप्स्यसि.
That's the correct answer. Sukha dukkha same kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujyasva naivam papam avapsyasi. Meaning, fight for the sake of duty, treating happiness and distress, loss and gain, victory and defeat equally. Fulfilling your responsibility in this way, you will never incur sin. The next question is to Team Angirasa. Sorry, the next question is to Team Vashishta.
The path of love is narrow. When I was there, God was not there. When God was there, I was not there.
That is absolutely the right answer. It is a Kabir Doha. प्रेम की गली अति सांकरी तामे दो ना समाए जब मैं था हरि नाही अब हरि है मैं नाही. It says, the lane of love, Prem Gali, is very narrow. Two cannot walk together. When I was there, God was not. Now God is and I am not. It conveys the essence of surrender, true love and devotion that begin when the ego completely disappears. We request representative from Team Gargi to come forward and pick a chit.
Farmer. Sugar cane.
Harvesting. Shloka. Quote. Story. Story. Plucking sugar cane. Okay.
So this is the story where when two people will be walking, there will be a thorny bush, and Chanakya and Chandragupta. When Chanakya by mistakenly steps on the thorn, and when Chandragupta goes for removing the thorn, Chanakya tells, wait for a minute. Then he goes for a nearby sweet shop. He takes sugar syrup, and later pour it on that thorny bush. And then Chandragupta asks, why did you do it? Then Chanakya says that I poured it because now I have poured the sugar syrup, so the ants will come and eat off the full roots, so it will not harm me. It will not harm me also, and also the others who are going to walk on this path. So because we are uprooting it from the root, so in our same way, whatever the desire we have to uproot it from our root, so that it will not continue it again.
That is absolutely the right answer. Once, when Chanakya was pricked by a thorn, he poured sugar water on the thorny bush. When Chandragupta asked why, Chanakya explained that the sweetness would attract ants, which would destroy the bush completely, removing it from the root, so it would not harm anyone again. Similarly, we must get rid of our vasanas from the roots. I request a representative from Team Maitrey to pick up a chit.
This is a shloka from Ashtavakra Gita, 7th chapter. Mayananta Mahambodhav Jagadvichi Swabhavataha Udetu va astu mayatu name vridhi nachakshatihi.
That's the correct answer. Mayananta Mahambodhav Jagadvichi Swabhavataha Udetu va astamayatu name vridhir nachakshatihi. Meaning, in me, the limitless ocean of consciousness, let the waves of world rise and vanish. I experience neither increase nor decrease of me thereby.
The last team, Lopamudra, is requested to pick up a chit.
A king, he exhibited all his wealth, and then a girl came, and she was saying everything she was saying no. The king came in disguise, and he asked that why these all the things you don't want. Then she said that I don't want these all the wealth, I only want the prince. So we should always think of God, nothing else.
That is the right answer. On the birthday of the prince, he had once displayed lavish treasures for guests to take. While others chose objects, a girl simply pointed to the prince and said, I choose you. Her quiet choice spoke louder than all the treasures portrayed. Similarly, when we choose God over the world, we attain everything we need. Before proceeding further, let us have a quick glance at the current scores. We have Team Gargi with 65 points, Team Maitreyi with 70 points, Team Lopamudra with 60 points, Team Vamadeva with 40 points, Team Angirasa 85 points, and once again Team Vasishtha with 90 points.
And now, brothers and sisters, for the much awaited new segment that we are introducing in this episode, that is the Bhajan round, where we will get the added opportunity to do Namasmarana.
This round, titled Bhajanamrutham, comprises 2 cycles. The first cycle is a pictorial display of the bhajans. Each team will have to guess the bhajan within the time limit of 30 seconds. If the team fails to answer, the question will be passed to the next team. First pictorial to Team Lopamudra.
Brahmanda Nayaka Baba.
That is the right answer, Brahmanda Nayaka Baba. Team Vasishtha, your pictorial is on the screen. You have 10 seconds to answer the question. Three seconds, team.
Devi Bhavanima.
Your time is up. The question is passed to the next team, Vamadeva. Five seconds, team.
Devi Saima.
Sorry, that is the wrong answer. Team Angirasa.
Simha Vahini Sai Nayar.
That is the right answer. Simha Vahini Sai Narayani is the bhajan. Third picture to Team Vamadeva. Fifteen seconds, team. Three seconds. The question is passed to Team Angirasa.
Kasturi Tilakam Narayanam.
That is indeed the right answer. Kasturi Tilakam Narayanam.
Team Angirasa, your picture is on the screen.
Manasa Bhajare Gurucharan.
Manasa Bhajare Gurucharanam is the correct answer. May we have the next picture for Team Gargi?
Ayodhya Vahi, Ayodhya Vihari.
Ayodhya Vihari, Shri Rama Rama Rama, Dwaraka Vihari, Shri Krishna Krishna Krishna.
That is the right answer.
Last picture to Team Maitreyi.
The audience is requested to retain your answers, please.
Shirdi Sai Dwarakamai, Prashanti Vasi Sai Ram.
Now, we shall move to the second cycle of the last round of the Rasaprashna episode 4. This final cycle is a thrive or dive segment. In this cycle, each team will be shown a deity's image. The team will have to name as many bhajans as possible within the time frame of 60 seconds. Each bhajan carries 5 points. The more bhajans the team guesses, the higher the marks the team scores.
We shall start with Team Gargi.
Ganga Jatadara, Om Shivaya, Har Har Gange, Nirupama Gunasadana, Gangadhara, Neelakanta.
You have to tell at least the first line of the bhajan.
Ganga Jatadara, Gauri Manohara, Om Shivaya, Nirupama Gunasadana, Neera Mandara Maladara, Har Har Gange,
You have 15 seconds.
Shankara, Sai. Samba Sadashiva. Shankar.
Your time is up.
10 bhajans.
Shiva Shambho.
Shiva Shambho. Shankara.
10 bhajans. You've answered 10 bhajans.
Second picture for Team Maitreyi.
Devi Saima, Simhavahini Sai Narayani, Dehi Sharanam, Durga Amba Bhavani, Jai Jai Shankari, Trilokapalini Jagadishwari, Durge Jai Jai Ma, Jagadambe Devi Bhavani, Tripura Sundari Ma, Janani, Janani Sai Devi Dayamai, Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Amba Mandahasavadani, Jagadishwari Parameshwari, Mata Maheshwari, Devi Bhavani Jagata Janani, Bhavatarini Partishwari.
3 seconds.
Janani Kripakaro Ambe.
You have totally answered 18 bhajans. The next picture to Team Lopamudra.
Ganesha Saranam, Gauri Ganesha,
Shri Ganesha,
Shuklambarat.
Ganesha Sharanam Ganesha, Parvati.
Jaya Lambodara Pahimam, Gananatha, Gauri Ganesh, Uma Ganesh, Gajavadana Gananatha.
Your time is up. You have totally answered 8 bhajans.
We move to Team Vashishtha.
Allah.
Sarvadharma bhajans.
Allahu Akbar. Allah Kare Salam. Sarvadharma Priya Deva. Sathya Sai Deva. Ram Rahim ko bajne wale. Allah kaho ya Maula kaho. गोविंद बोलो गोपाल बोलो राम राम बोलो साई राम अल्लाह बजो मौला बजो माता पिता अल्लाह अकबर
You have already answered
गुरु
that.
नानक की जय जय का ओके सर्वधर्म प्रिय देवा सत्य साई देवा
You have already answered that, Sarvadharma Priyadeva. Yeah. 3 seconds.
I think that's it.
We've got 8 bhajans. Next is team Vamadeva.
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय 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 हनुमान पवन सुता हनुमान आंजनेय वीरा वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति
वायुकुमार वानरवीरा पवमान पवमान मारुतिराय महानुभाव
10 seconds.
श्रीरामदूता श्रीराम भक्ता जय 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 मारुति प्रभु.
Your time is up. You have answered 9 bhajans correctly.
The last question to team Angirasa.
ಸರ್ ಆನಂದ ಸಾಗರ ಬಾಲಗೋಪಾಲ ರಾಧಿಕಾ ಜೀವನ ಮಥುರಾನಾಥ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಾಧವ ಮಾಧವ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನಂದ ಕೆ ಲಾಲ್ ನಂದ ಕೆ ದುಲಾರೆ ಓಕೆ ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಜೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ 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 ಗೋವಿಂದ ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರೇ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಹರೇ गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय राधे गोविंदा जय जय राधे गोपाल वनमाली वासुदेव जगन्मोहन राधारमण वनमाली राधारमण गिरिधारी गोविंद कृष्ण कृष्ण गोविंद कृष्ण गोपाल बाल कृष्ण and
Your time is up. You have answered 15 questions correctly. At the end of the episode, may we have the scores, please? Team Gargi with 125 points. Team Maitreyi with 170 points. Team Lopamudra with 110 points. Team Vashishta with 130 points, Team Vamadeva with 85 points, and the leading team Angirasa with 180 points.
Check.
Definitely this is better than the earlier episodes of the quiz, getting better. And I'm very happy that people are paying so much of attention, not just to the spiritual questions, but also to the general knowledge, the cultural questions, the questions about the countries and their culture. That helps us to become closer as a world family. But I'm very happy that they have answered so well. And I'm very surprised that even the devotees are answering very well, you know. The staff and students, they are part of the regular curriculum, they keep learning, but even devotees who have come only for certain days, they are also participating and answering. It's very nice. So one special gift for all the people I cannot, whichever is the winning team across all the quizzes, I will take them all to Kodai next year. The winning team only, not the second and third and fourth. The first team who is getting the maximum marks, whether they are students or staff or devotees, I will take them with me to Kodaikanal, a special gift for them, those who are getting to answer the maximum. So this time these students, how many of you are there? 8 of you. Last time who won? Students. Previous to that? I think there's some healthy competition is here. Students are simply dominating the place. Let the devotees and staff also put some efforts and come up. So yes, so all your students, whoever has won since the beginning, all of you will come to Kodaikanal for 10 days next May. Of course, I will take the quiz masters and the people who have organized this also. Because without them, this quiz wouldn't have happened. And if devotees win, that is the next time, if they score the higher marks, then they can travel with me to one country somewhere abroad. Let them work harder. I go to Sri Lanka every year in the month of January. So if devotees side they win, then they will come with me abroad to at least one country like Sri Lanka or Singapore, whichever is nearby. So work hard. Next time you should beat the students. Not the students dominate the thing every time. Somebody else should win also, isn't it? Some competition should be there, but healthy one. Not to pull anybody down, but to put your own efforts and come up. That's important. So pay more attention. You have, I think, maybe 3 more episodes. 3 more quizzes will be there. That's your chance. That's your ticket to a nice tour. So work hard, you devotees. Staff and student India tour, devotees tour abroad with me. So you decide and work hard. But I'm happy that this is in a positive spirit. Everything should be learnt with so much fun. But learning should never be a burden. Learning should be a joyful journey. That is the idea of why these things have been organized. I'm very happy that everybody is getting the essence of what is being taught. And that makes us all, as I said, not just better human beings, but better communities, because we learn and think about each other, both at the cultural level and the spiritual level as well. So very happy, lot of blessings to all the people who are behind the scenes also, who have been working quietly, the people who make the questions, they organize the PPTs and all the scores and everything in the audio-visual team. Everybody works hard to make it fun. So that is all for today, and I look forward to the next quiz. And I hope next time it will be the devotees who will win. Isn't it? Which is the devotee team? These 2 teams, right? They didn't do very bad, but they can do better, I'm sure. But next time you please try. Whoever is there in the team next time, try to get. Students, of course, I'm very proud because they're young, but they're learning so much. And that is the idea. We want to teach them all these things. But they have an advantage for sure. Girl students also. But they have advantages because they learn all these things throughout the year, continuously as a part of their curriculum, which wasn't the case a few years ago. They were only studying their academics, and at best they were doing some bhajans and a few shlokas here and there. But now because it's a part of the curriculum and everybody has spent decent amount of time, almost equal time learning spiritual concepts. So I think that is helping the students also come up very fast. And it's important because I expect them to become world citizens, global citizens. They are not just people of this country or another country. They should become the citizens of the world. They should be able to go anywhere and spread this good culture, good knowledge. For that sake, they should have the knowledge in the first place. So that is the idea. Everybody should put efforts. All right. I don't know, how do they select people for the team? What is the criteria? What is the criteria for selecting people to come up and participate? They give names. They nominate themselves. Then you do pick the chit, is it? So whoever is lucky gets in. Okay, then. Not like that. Then nobody wants to come for the quiz only. They catch you and put you on the chair, is it? Now that you know there is a reward waiting at the end, I'm sure there will be a lot of nominations. People will themselves appoint themselves, isn't it? Yes, you say yes. See, lazy people, they're not even saying yes. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to read up and come. That should not happen. You should nominate. For 6 seats, there should be 60 people wanting to come and sit there. Isn't it? Yeah. Let me up the reward. If the devotees win, they will come with me for a global tour. How about that? Now fight for the seats. Now try to go for the seats. Then not just 1-2 countries, entire globe you can tour with me. Now you work hard. Okay? Next time we will see what happens. Blessings to everybody.
सर्वसुगुणसिंहवे सकलसुजनबन्धवे सर्वसुगुणसिंहवे सकलसुजनबन्धवे गुरवे मधुसूदनाय मङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय मङ्गलम् दीनदुःखितपोषकाय दानधर्मप्रेरकाय दीनदुःखितपोषकाय दानधर्मप्रेरकाय सर्वलोकहितरकाय सर्वमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय मङ्गलम् वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्तिस्थापकाय वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्तिस्थापकाय ब्रह्मज्ञानबोधकाय दिव्यमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय मङ्गलम् सदय हृदयराजिताय सुमन सगल शङ्कराय सदय हृदयराजिताय सुमन सगल शङ्कराय शरणमुक्तिकारणाय मोक्षमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय मङ्गलम् सत्यसायिनः प्रियाय सत्यप्रेमविग्रहाय सत्यसायिनः प्रियाय सत्यप्रेमविग्रहाय नित्यशुद्धनिर्मलाय नित्यमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय दिव्यमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय मङ्गलम् ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्तजना संरक्षक भक्तजना संरक्षक महेश्वरा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपदाधवा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे मातपिता गुरुदैवमु मर्यन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मर्यन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्राशयना ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी ओ साई महादेवा सद्गुरु साई महादेवा मंगलहारति अंदुको मंगलहारति अंदुको मंदरगिरिहारे ॐ जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ॐ नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय जय बोलो सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन साई जी की जय